sa pagkinabang ay may kalambuan.
Kabataan, pag-asa ng bayan, mag-aral ng mabuti pagkat ito'y kailangan.
Kinabukasan ay nasa iyong mga kamay. Yaman ng isipan,
Kaalaman ay palaguin.
Dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral sama-sama, hinanin natin ang kakayahan, matuto tumunawa. Dito sa TV Eskwela.
Bawat pagsisikap nila ay gintong aral.
Bawat pagkatuto, magtatagumpay tayo.
patuloy susulong, kayang-kaya natin to.
Yaman ang isipan,
Kaalaman ay palaguin. Dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral sama-sama, hinanin natin ang kakayahan, matuto umunawa. Dito sa TV Eskwela. Dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral sama-sama, hinanin natin ang kakayahan, matuto tumunawa. Dito sa TV Eskwela. Dito sa TV Eskwela,
No language can express the power, beauty, and heroism of a mother's love. Isa ka mapinanggaong hapon Davao de Oro. This is Mark Anthony Cuyas of Nabuntura National Comprehensive High School.
And I am Sir Jason Pukita from Apawa National High School.
And welcome to TV Eskwela sa pag-aaral sama-sama. Ayan, so gwapo ka itong quote sa atong intro karong hapon na Sir Jason,
Ano
diba?
gani, sir? Because
Kay kagahapon atong gisaulog ang adlaw sa ato ang mga inahan, mami. Sa panang ato ang ginatawag inay, nanay, kasagaran inatay, at ina at itay,
single mom natin. So, salute sa ating mga mothers.
Our salute to all mothers in the division of Davao de Oro. Of course.
Ang pagiging inahan.
O ato pong mga kaubanan nga mga magtutudlo sa division of Davao de Oro.
Yes, that is right.
Atong mga ginikanan nga naminaw karon unta nga kagahapon og sa umaabot nga mga adlaw magmalipayon unta kamo.
Oo, dapat maging malipayon ang ginikadan kada adlaw.
Yes,
In spite sa mga problema ginasagubang, dapat maging happy lang gihapon. So find time to be happy o mag-relax pud unta tong mga inahan, labi tong inahan no kay kasagaran mo yung mabilin sa balay. O nya human di ba na sila mahimutang kung dili maplastar ang mga unsa ang mga gamit sa palibot. So grabe gyud na ang ilang kahago po usahay.
Despite also sa imperfection sa atong inahan, naalang gihapon gyud na sila pirmi nga nagpangga, nagamuma ug nagmahal kanato.
Yes, Sir Marky. And speaking of inahan, isa sa mga inahan nato sa division of Davao de Oro, nag-celebrate pod siyang
adlaw natawhan karong adlaw ang ato ang education program supervisor sa science nga walay lain kundi si Ma'am C. Morales.
Yes, Ma'am. Happy
birthday from the TVBI family. And of course, last Saturday, ang amahan sa atong probinsya nagsaulog sa iyang adlaw natawhan.
Yes, Sir Marky. So, grabe no?
Happy birthday to our provincial governor, Honorable J.V. Tyrone L. Uy. Sir, kantahay si governor kay naminaw gid si governor, sir.
Nanganta nami atong Biyernes, sir. Nanganta nami
sa gusto gud ni Gov nga live gid diri sa TV Eskwela nga madunggan
para kay Gov at saka kang Ma'am Cecilia Morales. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Ayun.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Governor
from the TVBI family of the division of Davao de Oro.
And don't forget that we are live sa ating mga Facebook pages. We have TV Eskwela, Deped Davao de Oro, Deped Tay Davao de Oro, and Serbisyo Oro mismo.
Og usab live kita nga makita sa Nabunturan Cable TV Network Channel 33. And of course, og na sila ma-miss nga episode sa atong kada adlaw no nga airing from Monday to Friday, pwede nilang matanaw sa atong YouTube channel which is DDO TV Eskwela.
So hit like and subscribe. So as of now, daghan atong subscriber no and growing na nga ang family sa DDO TV Eskwela sa atong YouTube channel. And do not forget that we have our attendance kana makitaan sa ubos sa ato ang crawler nato sa ato ang TV screen na ay link diha or sa ato ang cellphone mobile numbers nato. Kindly check the website para maka-attendance mo, ginikanan, estudyante or mga magtutudlo nga nakaantabay sa ato ang programa karon.
And even the stakeholders.
Yes, of course, Sir
Pwede gid sila nga mo attendance nga nagpamatuod nga nagasuporta sila sa atong programa dinhi sa DepEd.
Yes, that is right. So, unsa pa tong paabuton nato ang damo na tong kaglingon, especially this afternoon ang atong mga subject is para sa mga grade 7 learners sa atong math, and we have also subject from senior high school.
Yes, no, so puno kay itag pagtulunan karong Lunes no sa hapon. So of course, ang among ginaawhag ang mga learners atong mga ginikanan nga iandam na ang mga module
atong ballpen, and while we're having the TV presentation sa atong teacher, we can answer our modules.
Okay.
And with that, tawagin natin ang una nating presenter, venture into the world of We have meet, greet, and familiarize the exterior and interior angles of convex polygons as teacher Liezl Saminiano, Racho of Monkayo National High School, Monkayo District, brings you to the world of Math 7. Davao de Oro, let us all watch this.
Good day. Welcome to TV Eskwela. I am teacher Liezl Saminiano Racho from Monkayo National High School, Monkayo West District. Today, I am going to discuss about Module 5, exterior and interior angles of convex polygon. But before we start with our discussion, let me remind you that as learners, you need to take time to read, understand, and perform the different activities in the modules diligently. As we proceed with the different activities of this module, please be reminded of the following. First, use the module with care. Do not put unnecessary marks on any part of the module. Use a separate sheet of paper for your answer. Second, read the instructions carefully before doing each task. Third, observe honesty and truthfulness in doing the task and then check your answers. And if you encountered any difficulties in doing the task in this module, do not hesitate to ask assistance from your teacher or facilitator. Always bear in mind that you are not alone. I know you can do it. The objectives illustrates exterior and interior angles of a convex polygon. Find the sum of the interior and exterior angles of a convex polygon. After identifying the objectives of this lesson, open your module on page 3. Are you ready? Let us try to recall how to illustrate a polygon. Start with answering simple like a triangle. Before we proceed to our discussion proper, I will share first those keywords useful in illustrating and finding the angles of a convex polygon. These are interior angles, exterior angles, remote interior angles, and linear pair. The first keyword is an interior angle of a polygon, which is an angle inside the polygon at one of its vertices. Consider the given figure. From the illustration, angle A, angle B, and angle C are the interior angles of triangle ABC, since the angles are located inside the triangle. The second keyword associated with a triangle is presented on the screen. As you have noticed from the illustration, the angle inside the polygon is called an interior angle. Suppose we extend one of the sides of the triangle through a certain point. What angle is being formed? Look at this figure. The angle formed is called an exterior angle. An angle outside the polygon formed by one of its sides and the extension of an adjacent side. To find the exterior angle, extend the side of the polygon through a point and then rotate the arm to line up with the next side. The third word is the remote interior angle, which are not adjacent to a given exterior angle of a polygon. Let us examine the figures in the screen. In the figure, angles A, B, and C are interior angles, since they are found inside the triangle. Angles B and C are remote interior angles of angle 1, which is the exterior angle in the given figure. As we study the illustration, angle A is the adjacent angle of angle 1, where they form a linear pair or supplementary angle, which completed the fourth word in illustrating and finding the angle of a convex polygon. The linear pair or supplementary angle is a pair of adjacent angles formed when two lines intersect and form a straight angle which is equal to 180 degrees. Now, always remember that the sum of the measures of two adjacent angles, interior and exterior, at any vertex is equal to 180 degrees. Thus, in getting the value of linear pair or supplementary angle, this formula is to be used. Angle A plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees. For example, find the measure of angle 1 if angle A is 45 degrees. By using the formula angle A plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees, begin the solution by substituting angle A by 45 degrees. Then apply addition property of equality. Add negative 45 degrees in both sides of the equation. Then subtract negative 45 degrees from positive 45 degrees located in the left side, since they have opposite signs, positive and negative. Then in the right side, after the equal sign, subtract negative 45 degrees from positive 180 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle 1 is 135 degrees. Did you follow the steps? Very good! Now, let us have an exciting and interesting way on how to find the sum of the interior angles in a polygon. What is the measure of the interior angles of n-gon? The sum of the measure of the interior angles of a polygon with n sides is then equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Since the sum of the measures of the interior angles of any triangle is 180 degrees, which has the least number of sides. Now let us take an example, applying the formula S is equal to quantity n minus 2 multiplied to 180 degrees. Find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a regular dodecagon. Take a look on the image of a dodecagon on the screen. In finding the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a dodecagon, we need to apply the formula. S is equal to quantity n minus 2 multiplied to 180 degrees. Since dodecagon is a 12-sided polygon, so we need to substitute n by 12. S is equal to quantity of 12 minus 2 multiplied to 180 degrees. S is equal to quantity of 12 minus 2 multiplied to 180 degrees. S is equal to 10 multiplied to 180 degrees. S is equal to 1,800 degrees. Therefore, 1,800 degrees is the sum of the interior angles of dodecagon. Did you follow the correct process of the solution? Great job! Next, let us find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle. The given activity will justify that the sum of the measures of the interior angles of any triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Example: find the value of m in the given triangle. Just take a look at this triangle. We need to identify first the given angle and what angle is unknown to arrive a correct solution. Given angle F is 88 degrees, angle E is 42 degrees, then find M. M plus angle F plus angle E is equal to 180 degrees is the formula in measuring the interior angles of any triangle, which is equal to 180 degrees. Then substitute the given as illustrated in the figure. Substitute angle of F with 88 degrees and angle E with 42 degrees. Next, add 88 degrees and 42 degrees, and the answer is 130 degrees. Then apply addition property of equality. Negative 130 degrees plus m plus 130 degrees is equal to 180 degrees plus negative 130 degrees. Therefore, m is equal to 50 degrees, and therefore, angle G is equal to 50 degrees. Thus, upon checking, substitute the measurement of M plus angle F plus angle E equals 180 degrees. Then add 50 degrees plus 88 degrees plus 42 degrees equals 180 degrees. Therefore, 180 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. The following is the summary of the relationship between an exterior angle of a triangle and its corresponding remote interior angles. Using the given figure, we have these equations. Number 1, A plus C plus B is equal to 180 degrees. The sum of interior angles is 180 degrees. Number 2, A plus 1 is equal to 180 degrees. A and 1 form a linear pair. Number 3, using equation 1 and 2, A plus C plus B is equal to A plus 1. Both equations have sum of 180 degrees. Number 4, therefore, C plus B is equal to 1. Remove A in both sides of equation 3. Thus, an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the remote interior angles. Note, the sum of the remote angles is equal to the exterior angle and is only applicable in triangle. Example, find the measure of angle 1 using the two remote angles. Upon viewing the figure, we need to use the formula. Angle 1 is equal to angle B plus angle C for our correct solutions. As you can see in the illustration, angle B is 60 degrees and angle C is 30 degrees. Then, substitute the value of the given angle. Angle 1 is equal to 60 degrees plus 30 degrees. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to 90 degrees. Did you learn from our discussion? Congratulations! Let us practice test 1. In this activity, please join me in identifying what kind of angles are the following based on the given figure on the screen. Question number 1. What kind of angle are the following? Angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. Again, what kind of angle are the following? Angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. Correct! The answer is interior angle. Question number 2. How about angle 4? Again, how about angle 4? Correct! Angle 4 is an exterior angle. Question number 3. How about angle 2 and angle 3? Again, how about angle 2 and angle 3? Correct! Angle 2 and angle 3 is a remote interior angles. Question number 4. How about angle 4 and angle 1? Again, how about angle 4 and angle 1? Correct! Angle 4 and angle 1 is a linear pair. For your assignment, answer test 2, number 1 to 3 in your module, page 8. Use a separate sheet of paper. I hope you get my instructions. So just a quick recap. Today we have learned to illustrate interior and exterior angle of a convex polygon. An interior angle means angle inside the triangle which always add up to 180 degrees. While an exterior angle means angle outside the triangle. Thank you for staying with me in this worthwhile learning experience. Again, I am your teacher Liezl Saminiano Racho from Monkayo National High School, Monkayo West District, saying that in life, focus on the positive, never into negative. Remember, dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama, Bye-bye!
Welcome back to TV Eskwela.
Sa pag-aaral, sama-sama.
And that was the lesson presentation of Ma'am Liezl Saminiano Racho of Monkayo National High School, and her topic, exterior and interior angles of convex polygons for Math 7.
Yan, no? So, ganahan ko tong last gigisulti ni ma'am.
And
No?
let's welcome Sir Michael. Dan.
Yes, of course, no? Tong
Wala siya
i-welcome si Sir
nakakuan sa
ganina.
atong intro kay.
Oh.
So, may
Actually,
pangtahan
nagliso
lang
check
kasi.
parking siyang chopper.
Yes,
Kasi
Sir
kung
Marky.
nakakuan, no?
Anyway, so
Yes.
Ma'am Liezl Racho is a good teacher though. Winner din yan. Coach siya. Winner siya sa mga contest, sa mathematics.
Wow.
at
So,
science.
galing
so napakagaling din.
Yes, no, hindi natin makakasama si ma'am ngayon kasi may siguro
For
may
some
importanteng
reason, importante.
lakad. But anyways, naman si Sir Dandan din sigid ang manubag
Siya
sa tanang pangutana
siya na
karon nga
bahala.
na sa social media.
And Ma'am Liezl give us also some questions and
Yes.
answers no para ma-depend natin yung discussion
Yes,
in
that's right.
mathematics.
Basta ang atong role diri Sir Jason mo focus lang ta sa positive.
Oh, positive, dili sa negative.
Oh,
Ando
okay.
kita perminting.
Ando kita permi kay positive man ta.
Positive.
Okay, so let's start with the questions, no? Nga giandam para sa to ang karong hapuna para sa to ang mga viewers sa TV Eskwela. So mo ni ang unang pangutana, Sir Jason. When can we say that a certain polygon is a convex or not? Ayan.
I guess
Convex
Sir
or non.
Dandan may magandang
Ayan,
masabi
eh.
dyan tungkol dyan
Oh,
sa
sige daw
question
Sir
number one.
Michael. Ang
Hindi.
unsa daw to daw?
Yung tanong, no, we send that one to Ma'am Liezl and here is her answer. Sabi niya, a polygon is considered as convex if all of its interior angles is less than 180 degrees and no angles pointing inwards.
Inwards.
So yun daw yung sabi ni Ma'am Liezl. So ibig sabihin, kasi sir, yung angles on the polygon, meron kasing dalawang klase yan. Yan yung tinatawag na convex at saka concave. So
Okay.
pag convex, yan yung binanggit ni Ma'am kanina, that all the interior angles, no pointing inside, pointing outside. Yung mga vertices, kumbaga niya, yung kanang para ganing yung tip, murag nag-angle, sir. Yung,
Yes.
pag two segment join together in one end, yan man
Yes.
tinatawag nating yung vertex. So pag mag-point, and other definition of convex polygon, dapat daw walang diagonal inside. Walang diagonal outside, no? Sa polygon. Kasi may mga polygon tayo na merong makreate na diagonal. When we talk at diagonal naman, sir, kanang pag i-connect na to. Say for example, sir, have you seen yung cross na polygon?
Yes po.
Yes.
Di ba? Pag may tip, may isang vertex doon sa tip sa cross, tapos may isang vertex dito. When we connect that to one, that is considered as a diagonal. So, if you try to
Okay.
consider that diagonal, nasa labas na siya sa polygon. So, that is an example of concave. Pero, pag sinasabing square, for example, a square, pag mag-create tayo ng diagonal inside the square, ang diagonal nasa sulod, di ba? Inside
Yes.
of
The
the polygon.
square.
So, ang
The
tawag
polygon.
doon, a square is a convex polygon. So, yun yung mga
Ayun.
nabanggit.
Yun naman pala Sir
Yes, yun
Jason.
naman pala. Tando din, sir.
Oo, kita permi. Yes, na lang kita ani kay.
Another question. We have
Yes.
question number 2. Do all angles or triangle measures 180?
Degrees.
Ano nga sabi
This
ni
is
ma'am?
basic knowledge man good ni sir. Yes, uy, di ba yung yes mata permi? Yes, good. Yes, it is a mathematically proved that the angles of a triangle will always add up to 180 degrees. No?
That is-
Maski unsa nga, sige tawag anong pang-measure sa angle, sir?
The
Protractor
instrument
ba
that
yan?
is used to measure an angle is protractor.
Oh, yan.
Okay.
Gamit ka na sa una, sir.
Para mas ma-deepen natin, sir. Say for example, this is
na.
a triangle, no? This is a triangle. If we try to cut the angle or the vertex, pag i-cut na to na siya, ang iyahang mga kuan, ang iyahang mga tip, then i-connect na to siya, makita ninyo nga that create
Another.
a 180 degrees.
Ah,
Mo nang the
ayun.
sum of the total angle of the interior angles of the triangle is equal to 180
That is
degrees.
the best illustration, sir. No, mas
Yes.
mas masyadong
Parang
context, no? In context
Yes,
talaga
in
siya.
So, di ba? Protractor siya.
Mm.
Protractor
Buhay.
siya. And a protractor is 180 degrees.
Pero ako tanaw ni Sir kay mo na magpizza ingkit ka diri
Iba yung perception natin ng pizza.
Inana man gyud na siya
Pero
para
maganda yun ang
ma-motivate ato mga
presentation ni Sir.
bata.
Oo.
Ano,
Ayun.
class na ko'y pizza. Usama ning pizza, ingkit ka diri class. Ingkit ka diha.
Oh, iluwa ang inyong gingkit kay ato ang tan-awon kung mo total ba og 180 degrees. So,
para
tama
ma-prove
din.
gid to.
Tama din itong
Tama.
illustrate
Oh,
ni Sir.
sunod all mga teachers pwede niyo to buhaton nga pizza inyo ang dalaon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Sir Marky.
Sa atong ikatulong pangutana is the triangle has exactly one exterior angle. And why? Oh, may pang Miss
Yes.
Universe nga pangutana.
May why pa talaga
Oh,
sir.
pang Miss Universe.
May why pa talaga.
May why pa talaga.
So,
And answer naman ni Ma'am, no. Since we can identify more than one exterior angle by extending the different sides of the triangle.
triangle.
Yun naman,
kung
Sir Dan.
makikita ninyo, sir,
Go deeper, Sir Dan.
if this is our segment, this is the side of the triangle. If we extend that one, that create exterior angle. This side naman, if we extend that one, that create another exterior
Exterior
angle.
angle.
So, there are 6 exterior angles nga ma-create. Not only one. Kasi
Not only
yun
one.
yung binanggit niya, no? So, yun yung sabi ni ma'am. And I think, Sir Jason, that connects our question number 4, which sabi
Yes.
niya, how many exterior angles does a triangle have? So, nabanggit natin kanina, in every vertices, there are 2 exterior angles. Therefore,
That would
a
total
triangle had 3 vertices man. So, that would total to 6
exterior angles.
angles.
2 at each
Ayun.
point. Okay,
Yes.
now let's move on to the fifth question. How can we find the number of sides of a convex polygon?
Ayun, Sir Michael. Ano daw?
Unsaon?
Sabi dito ni ma'am, no, the number of sides of a polygon can be determined using the formula of S represent the sum of the angles.
Angle.
Okay, sum of the interior angles equals quantity n minus 2 times 180
Where
degrees.
N
Where n is the number of sides, okay?
of a
Oh.
polygon.
Pero magamit lang ang formula na to pag given ang sum of the interior angles, 'di ba? Pag may mga problem, you are asked to find the number of sides given the sum of the interior angles, then gagamitin mo 'yan.
Okay.
Okay.
Paano pag
Pero pag wala, normally ang nilalagay kasi nila yung pangalan mismo ng ng polygon. Nabanggit kanina, i-clarify lang din natin, sir.
Yes,
no?
opo.
Nabanggit kanina, dodecagon.
Dodecagon.
Dodecagon is 12 sides, pero sa presentation natin
Decagon.
kanina is decagon ang
Decagon.
nakasulat. So, decagon is 10 sides.
Okay.
Dodecagon is 12 sides.
sides.
Kasi yan, decagon, that's represent 10. Do is dos.
dos?
So, mo ng dodecagon, mo ng
Modern
12
do.
sides.
Typography,
So,
ano yun?
typical error yun kanina. Instead of decagon, dodecagon yun.
Kanang tawag kag dos day na, sir.
Dos.
Ono, dos, parang ano.
Ay, butang lang yes, dos.
Kasi marami. May
Dagan
S.
man di ay. Tama.
Okay, last question po tayo. Why the triangle adjacent to the exterior or the exterior angle cannot be considered as a remote interior
Interior
angle?
angle.
Yes, Sir Michael.
Okay, sabi ni ma'am dito, sir, no? The adjacent angle is a supplement of the exterior angle of a polygon. That is why they cannot be considered a remote interior angle. So, sabi nito, the exterior angles, ang kumbaga supplementary ng exterior angles, yan yung tinatawag na adjacent angle. And then yung
Okay.
dalawang naiwan, yun yung tinatawag na remote interior angle. Okay? And there is a theorem. No, there is a theorem with regards to the remote interior angle and the exterior angles. That is what we call the exterior angle theorem man yata yon in a triangle. According to the theorem, sabi niya, the sum of the two remote interior angles is equal to the measurement or the measure of the exterior angle.
Yan.
Yes tayo,
Oh.
di ba?
Yan ang
I
hinaw
guess
ka to,
marami
Sir
tayong
Jason.
natutunan.
Yes, of
So,
course, no?
Sa topic
Dili lang
ni
pud
Ma'am.
kita di ang kuano, even ang ato ang mga learners.
Yes. And I know that our learners out there, marami ding natutunan, especially yung mga presentation and yung mga deep-end na
Yes,
illustration ni Sir Michael.
Tapos nabantayan kay nako ganina, sir, no, murag si Sir Joy naminaw jud maayo, so regards hello po Sir Joy,
no, sa to ang likod.
grabe yun.
Nagtindog na gid
Ato
siya
bang
ganina.
di ay oh.
Tanaw niya nga,
Ginindugan gud niya.
Oo, Kuya naman kayo
oh,
nga topic.
Actually, ako ganing naunaan kay wala man natong teacher presenter, pwede ta mo tawag estudyante.
Oo, nya tawagan
Sir
na to
Joy ang atong tawagon
Sir Joy,
diri.
tanawag na. Okay?
Okay, so of course no puno gid sa pagtulunan karon ato mga estudyante sa math. I hope nga katutanan nga nakuha gid ninyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, inyo gitong ibutang sa
Bahalag, wala kay
isilsil,
natukuha.
no?
Basta
Balag
makuha
kami
sa
nga,
tong estudyante.
dili kay pero kamo lang gid among gikuan.
I-connect na to tong istorya ni ma'am no na let's us focus on the positive.
Not on
Not
the...
on the negative.
Okay?
Okay.
Pero wag yung sa ano ha, sa pandemic na yun. We will not focus on the
Correct.
positive.
Yes.
Pero
Ayun.
tama man po, sir.
Ayun, I guess marami tayong natalakay na regarding with the topic. So let us move on sa ating next TV presenter. So venture into the world of reading and writing with teacher Patrick Malunes Aculado of Gabi National High School, Compostela West District, as he introduces the patterns of written text.
Davao de Oro.
Oro.
Let's all watch this.
Good day, students. I am teacher Patrick Malunes Aculado from Gabi National High School, Compostela West District, Davao de Oro Division, for the subject Reading and Writing Skills. For this episode, we will learn and discover the different patterns of written text across disciplines. Going through this module, you are expected to compare and contrast different patterns of written text, including narration, description, definition, exemplification and classification, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, problem solution, and persuasion. Now, I want you to prepare a pen and a piece of paper. Let us answer the activity in your self-learning module. Let us try. Are you ready? Written text follows certain writing patterns, or even combinations of the different writing patterns. Let us review what you know about them. Try to match the different texts you commonly encounter in the first column to their appropriate descriptions in the second column. For question number 1, printed advertisement of a product. If you answered letter B, then you get the correct answer. B. Describes. For question number 2, taxonomy, if you answered letter C, then you get the correct answer. Categorizes items that are similar and different. For question number 3, dictionary, if you answered letter D, you are correct. Letter D provides meaning. Number 4, movie review. The answer for item number 4 is letter F. Letter F convinces one to accept or believe in an idea or to do an action. Number 5, life hacks. The answer for item number 5 is letter G. Provides solutions. Number 6, global warming. The answer for number 6 is letter E. Letter E. Result caused by another factor. Number 7. Fairy tales. The answer for number 7 is letter A. Tells a story. Good job! Now you have an idea that written texts are developed for specific purposes. They narrate, define, describe, provide solutions, explain, or classify. Now let's move along to the next activity. This time, let us learn and discover the patterns of written text. Patterns give a sense of order. Understanding and being able to identify recurring patterns allows you to make educated guesses, assumptions, and hypotheses, as well as aid in developing important skills of critical thinking and logic. Similarly, patterns are also important in writing. They serve as your guide on how to outline ideas and present them in an organized and purposeful manner. Patterns of developing a paragraph help you sort out information, shape your writing, and enhance understanding of written text in various disciplines. Here are the commonly used patterns of written text. Number 1. Narration. Narration is a kind of writing that presents a story. It tells fictional and non-fictional events. Non-fictional writing includes personal narratives, biographies, and autobiographies. Fictional writing examples are short stories, myths, legends, and novels. Narration includes elements of storytelling such as plot, character, setting, point of view, and theme. When telling a story, it is usually done in chronological manner. Moreover, the details of narration relate to the main point in a narrative paragraph. Some signal words for narrations are before, meanwhile, afterward, at the same time, to begin with, subsequently, and previously. Q. What is your favorite story? Why do you like it? Number 2. Description. Description is common in writing. Its purpose is to create mental images among the readers. It requires careful attention to details because it involves showing and not telling. The main idea of a descriptive paragraph is to provide an impression about a subject. All sentences work together to present a single, clear picture of a person, place, thing, event, or idea using sensory details. Descriptive writing makes use of devices called figures of speech. The following are commonly used figures of speech. 1. Simile. Simile is comparison of two unlike objects using the words such as like or as. Example: her eyes are as bright as the stars. Number 2. Metaphor. Metaphor indirectly compares things that are different but share common qualities. Example: China is a sleeping giant. Number 3. Metonymy. Metonymy is using a part of an idea to refer to an object. Example: John is the head of the family. Number 4. Personification. Personification is giving life to inanimate objects. Example: the cold breeze kissed my skin. Number 5. Irony. Irony is using praise when in fact the opposite is meant. Example: you are so beautiful. You look like a Christmas tree. Number 6. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggeration to add impact to an expression. Example: she cried a river of tears. Number 7. Oxymoron. Oxymoron is contradictory terms or words. Example: what a bittersweet experience. Number 8. Antithesis. Antithesis is opposite statements constructed in parallel structure. Example: two things in life I have enough: good advice and bad example. Signal words commonly used in descriptive writing include describe, feature, part, characteristics, for instance, such as, and to illustrate. Number 3. Definition. Definition paragraph is a definition sentence developed into a paragraph where it becomes an extended explanation of the topic. There are several ways to define a word or term. Number 1. Formal or denotative definition. Formal or denotative definition is a type of definition that states the category or genus in which the object belongs to, then discusses the specific features that differs it from other members of its class. Example: psychology is a science that deals with the study of behavior of man and animals. Number 2. Informal or connotative definition. Informal or connotative definition is a type of definition that shows the broad and other associations made with the word. Example: love is an island of emotions surrounded by an ocean of expenses. Number 3. Etymological definition. Etymological definition is a type of definition that provides the origin of the word. Example: philosophy comes from the two Greek words philos, which means love, and sophia, which means wisdom. Number 4. Theoretical definition is a type of definition that presents an explanation or illustration of the meaning of the word. Example: wisdom is the ability to apply knowledge to a situation. When a person is faced with problems, one has wisdom if he can make wise decisions based on his knowledge and experiences. Next, exemplification. Exemplification is a pattern of development in writing that provides vivid and specific examples to add more information that will support and solidify the main statement. It makes the general statement specific and easy to understand. Exemplification is usually introduced by the expressions, for example, for instance, such as, and take the case of. Verbs which are used in this connection include illustrate, clarify, and elucidate. Example: waste material such as old rags, cotton waste, paper, and etc. should be moved from the serving area. Old rags, cotton waste, and paper are examples of waste materials. Number 5. Classification. In writing classification, you divide members of a group of people, places, or things that share similar characteristics. The brain works in an order. It is natural that when presented with various concepts, an individual organizes them in proper groupings. In short, classification is dividing things and putting them in groups according to their category. Some useful expressions for classification paragraphs are the following: a kind of, a type of, be divided into, falls under, belongs to, a part of, fits into, group with, related to, and associated with. Please read the example of classification as a pattern of text in your self-learning modules. Number 6. Comparison and contrast. In making a comparison, similarities are emphasized. In making a contrast, differences are pointed out. This technique in developing a paragraph either compares features between two or more persons, objects, or concepts that are similar, or contrast features that are different. A paragraph can be developed by using comparison and contrast or by using either one. There are two ways to organize comparison and contrast. One, block arrangement. Block arrangement discusses one subject before discussing another subject. This is used when you want to elaborate more on the similarities of the two subjects. It uses a lot of compare cue words such as like, similar to, also, and many more. 2. Point-by-point arrangement. Point-by-point arrangement discusses only the similarities first, then more on the differences after. This arrangement emphasizes more on the differences using keywords like differs, unlike, and on the other hand. Example, faith can be compared to swimming. If you struggle, you will sink. If you rest, you will float. When you pray, don't beg or struggle. Simply rest and believe in Him. That is how faith works. Notice how faith is compared to swimming. Does it make the word faith more understandable? 7. Cause and effect. Cause and effect is a pattern of development establishes a relationship between events. This type of text also uses chronological pattern, giving importance to time and order. Cause refers to why an action or condition took place, while effect refers to the result of the cause. Usually, the cause comes first, bringing about an effect or multiple effects. But in some instances, it can be inverted. The effects are discussed first before the causes. For example, John is late because he stayed up late to finish his homework. This sentence uses connective word because, which serves as a link between the effect and the cause in an inverted cause and effect pattern. Number 8. Problem solution. This pattern of writing presents the problems and solutions to the problems. There are two ways to structure this kind of writing. First is a block structure where all the problems are listed. Then the solutions are given. Another is a chain structure where the problems is given followed by the solutions. Number 9. Persuasion. Persuasive writing is also argumentative writing. In presenting an argument, the goal is to persuade readers to agree with you. The argument has to be supported by sound reasoning and solid evidences such as facts, statistics, statements from experts, or even personal experiences. In persuasion, you make use of logical, emotional, and ethical appeals to convince. This time, let us check what you have learned in this lesson. Please prepare your pen and paper. Number 1. It refers to any piece of written language such as stories, instructions, comic strips, factual writings, and even text messages. I repeat, It refers to any piece of written language such as stories, instructions, comic strips, factual writings, and even text messages. Letter A, spoken text. Letter B, written text. And letter C, images. Number 2, understanding and being able to identify recurring allows you to make educated guesses, assumptions, and hypotheses, as well as aid in developing important skills of critical thinking and logic. I repeat, understanding and being able to identify recurring allows you to make educated guesses, assumptions, and hypotheses, as well as aid in developing important skills of critical thinking and logic. Letter A, shapes. Letter B, lines. And letter C, patterns. Number 3, public schools should require students to wear uniforms because they save parents money, de-emphasize fashion, and create school spirit. What type of text development is the statement? I repeat, public schools should require students to wear uniforms because they save parents money, de-emphasize fashion, and create school spirit. What type of text development is the statement? Letter A, problem solution. Letter B, description. Letter C, cause and effect. Number 4, community service activities develop social and emotional skills of students, while academic classes develop intellectual skills. What type of text development is a statement? Again, community service activities develop social and emotional skills of students, while academic classes develop intellectual skills. What type of text development is the statement? A, comparison. B, contrast. C, example. Number 5, which signal word expresses chronological order? Again, which signal word expresses chronological order? A, last. B, however. C, such. For the answer of this assessment, please refer to the answers key found at the last part of your module. Congratulations! You're doing great! To learn more, please answer the other activities in your modules. Once again, I am Teacher Patrick Malunes Aculado from Gabi National High School, Compostela West District saying, dito, sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama. Bye-bye!
And welcome back to TV Eskwela sa pag-aaral sama-sama. And of course, that was
Sir Patrick Malunes Aculado of Gabi National High School, and he is with us right
Yes.
now.
Hello, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sir Patrick Malunes Aculado. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sir Jason.
Ayun.
Good afternoon, Sir Mark.
Sir, doon tayo tingin sa
Tingin sa camera, sir.
Ayan.
And to all the viewers of DepEd, TV Eskwela DepEd, to my students, especially to would like to take this opportunity to greet
go on,
na
sir.
and to
Yes.
give my thanks. Especially, I would like to greet our school's division superintendent, Ma'am Euphemia Gamutin, and also the TBBI production manager, Sir Dexter Sekenya, and to our district coordinating principal in West or Compostela West District, Ma'am Maruha Belisario, and most importantly to our principal, Sir Romualdo G. Valdez, for his full support, no, making or giving us this opportunity. Kulba man
sir.
day kayo diri sir.
Relax lang, sir.
Relax lang, sir. No, kay dito ka makulbano niya sa mga pangutanan ni Sir Jason,
Basig
sir.
natin is there anything, sir, or any person
Yes.
nga natin?
To Sir Valdez and also to Sir Ronald Derano, our assistant school principal. Sir, shout out, sir. Live karon, nagtanaw sad together with my colleagues in junior high school and senior high school, my co-teachers in Gabi National High School. And also to my family, to my wife, no, who is also supportive, no, along the way with gikan pa sa pag-shoot, and also to my kids, Jean Kurt and Lark Zion. And last and not the least, to the editor, Sir Robert Jan Israel
Jose.
Thank you kay Jose. Thank you kayo, sir. Salamat kayo sa tanan.
Ayan, no? So, of course,
Ayun wala yung magluod ato, no? Kay na-mention na ni
na-mention
sir.
gid ang editor.
Okay.
May gini-editor pasalamatan.
Oh,
Kay
syempre
i-edit pa silang taman.
Gani,
Yes,
salamat
sir,
kayo,
Mark.
sir, sa patience. Bisag nag-crash na nga ako ang video. Pero, may gani ka na dayon.
Yes.
Ayun.
And of course, along the side with audio technical
Yes,
team, no?
and,
Naging mo pangalan
yung mga
dugo na, sir.
production team
And production
natin.
team. Ayan.
Ayun, punta na tayo sa topic ni sir.
Yes.
And I guess the topic of sir is about written text or
Yes,
the patterns of
written text.
So, sir,
Yes, sir.
nasa senior high school ka, sir, no? Diba?
Yes, sir. I am currently teaching grade 11 students and with this subject, reading and writing skills.
Okay. Sa junior high, wala ka ng klase, sir.
Wala, sir.
Ilang taon ka na sa
grade
DepEd,
11.
sir?
I'm about to reach my 4th year in
Yun na.
Dugay-dugay na
in
gyud po
DepEd,
si sir.
no, 2017.
Oh, napani isa ka gamot. No, pakasulod tuig ani daghan na gyud ang
Yes.
gamot. Bitaw,
Of
sir.
course. I guess may mga question tayo galing sa ating mga viewers. Sir,
Yes,
Marky,
of course,
go on.
no? So, mo gini ni pop up sa ato ang screen, no, karong hapuna. Now, sir, one of our viewers nangutana siya, why is it important to learn the patterns of the written text?
Okay.
Ano man importante man gyud ni sir?
Yes. Learning the patterns of reading text is important and relevant in the future of our students. No? Your knowledge here or your knowledge that you have learned with the writing patterns help you organize your ideas and present them in a way or present them that best suited, no?
Yes.
That best suited to explain or elaborate your topic. And remember, when you are writing, do not forget to know your purpose so that you may put your composition in a proper form. Yes, sir. And if you want to explain a concept or if you wanted to
Describe.
describe, to tell a story, or
Narrate.
convince someone to agree with your point of view, you must be familiar with the patterns of written text.
Yes, that is right,
Yes, sir.
sir. At the same time, since yung nasabi ni sir is about if we are the one who is writing, it will greatly help us sa mga estudyante nato knowing the patterns of the written text.
Yes,
And
sir.
also, it will, as a reader also, that will help us, according sa na-discuss na sir kanina, that will help us to have an educated guess.
Yes.
To have a hypothesis while we're reading a particular
Assumptions.
written text. Assumptions,
Yes, sir.
just like that. Because there are signal words or there are the forms, no, nga gimension ni Sir Gayna,
Forms,
that will
yes,
help
sir.
us kung unsa ang meaning, what are the content of that particular written text.
Yes, sir.
Mas
That's
may
true.
maguning may balaan nato sir no nga para mas maundanon no in either oral or written
And
no,
knowing
atong-
that these students sa grade 11, they are starting to have or formulating their
Yes.
topics sa ilang research, no?
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
would all
sir.
also be very helpful for them.
Yes, not just for the subject and reading and writing, sir. This, the patterns or the written text can also help them in their other subjects. No, kana mag-create sila og mga essays or especially
Correct.
when having their practical research, mag-create man gina sila o kanang mga composition. It will help them.
even sa ilahang subject sa creative writing.
Yes,
yes,
no, they
sir.
can use
Okay,
Creative writing.
the input, the knowledge on pattern of
The
written
patterns of written text.
yes, patterns.
That way also, they can achieve the, kumbaga, yung paragraph organization. no?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true, sir.
Okay,
para
now-
mas maintindihan yung mga written works nila.
Yes.
Now, sir, it is necessary ba, no, na kinakailangan ito for the future career or profession ng ating mga learners?
Yes, sir. So why is it or is it necessary to learn the patterns of written text in your future or in your profession soon? Yes, it is important and necessary to learn at least the basic skills of writing and or of writing, no? Gamit kayo ni siya sa inyong profession. Also when especially you will venture to the world or to the field of newscasting, teaching, or journalism, your skills in writing will really help you, or your foundation during here in senior high school with this topic will help you, no, pursue your dreams.
Yes,
Yes.
that is right. Yes,
No,
sir. Tama,
it is
tama
clear and of course it is maybe vital, no, for our
that is-
students
yes,
to
sir.
learn all of those what you have discussed
Yes, sir.
in your presentation, because whether we like it or not, they will face the future and they will also use this as a weapon, no,
Yes,
to
that is
conquer
right.
the
Yes,
world.
sir. That's
Okay,
true.
As they go to the college years, no?
Yes.
Mahirap yun. Madugong labanan
Oh,
doon.
maski og dili maka-college
Oh.
year, tama na jud og senior high,
Ah, okay
kinamang
lang.
giuban
Pwede
nila.
na, sir.
Magamit
Pwede
na
na.
nila.
Mm.
Oh, dagan sila
That
og
is
kuan, barangay
So-
Kagawan.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Anything, sir, that you wanted to say sa ato mga viewers or sa mga estudyante karon nga nakatanaw sa ato ang programa karon?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Ako na ko malimtan ang akong mga students that in grade 11 are not just my students from Gabi National High School, grade 11, so to all the listen or watchers or listeners in TV Eskwela, DepEd Davao de Oro, please subscribe na din kayo and please tuto kayo sa mga teacher presenters here in TV Eskwela. You will learn a lot, no? Especially nga nag-module sila lang ma-reinforce ang ilahang learning through this initiative, no, kaniya to ang
Yes.
TV Eskwela.
And
Learn
with the help of you, sir,
Yes,
no?
sir.
Kaya
Yes.
dili ni possible without your also your presence here and the presence during shooting of
Yes,
your presentation.
Yan, daghan po tag gusto ma-share si sir, no? But our
yes,
time
thank
is
you.
Limited. Pero basig na pa tayo wala na great or
Yes, sir. Basig
napasalamatan,
na pa
sir.
gusto
Go on,
pasalamatan
sir.
nga nalimtan nimo ganina. Basig na mang luod dito pag abot sa inyo, ha, sir. Di
Katulo
nakatinggan.
siguro, salamat sa opportunity to everyone for having me here in TV Eskwela.
Ayan, no? So, sa
salamat kayo
manang
sa
taga Gabi
inyong
National High
Gabi-abi.
School. O Barangay Gabi, daghang salamat sa inyong pagtutok karon kabalugyud ko. No nga napamugiabangan isa.
Yes.
Oh, dili lang sa
Yes.
sir.
Ato palahi para
Oh.
magpaabot
Pero
sila.
nagpa-live stream daw ang ilahang barangay captain dito
Na.
sa Kuan Gabi ron.
Feeling ng cancer, no?
Mo akong nadunggan kay para makita gid
Okay
sila sa
kayo, sir.
tanan.
Yes.
And thank you also, sir, for sharing your time with us, sir, this
Yes.
afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the information
My
and
pleasure.
your presentation ganina nga nakahatag gyud to bag-o nga lesson
Yes. Unta sir dili lang ni ang
learning sa atong mga
ang
bata.
katapusan, mao ra ni ang sinugdanan nato.
Yes,
sir.
And Sir Marky, let us move on to our next TV
Okay,
presenter.
so of course, our learners again in Syrian High School are excited with our next topic. Who does not love to learn poetry? We love it, don't we? Learners, let us all learn the literary elements and techniques in poetry together with our presenter from Mabini National High School, Mabini District. No less than Sir Norham C. Jalmaani in his topic in creative writing. Davao de Oro, let's all watch this.
A wonderful day to all, especially to our humanities and social sciences students. I am Sir Norham Chavez Jalmaani from Mabini National High School, Mabini District. I will be your teacher and I am so excited to impart new learnings for all of you today. So, just be ready for we are about to discover new knowledge about creative writing subject. What are you waiting for? Grab your modules, pen, and paper now. Before we start, let me ask you a few questions first. Do you have any idea what is poetry all about? What is poetry for you? Can you give me some elements of poetry? Wow! Your ideas are great. I'm sure that this lesson will be easy for you today. Creative writing has much to offer. Sometimes, it is set to entertain and satisfy our artistic expression. One avenue of creative writing is poetry. This time around, I'd like to introduce to all of you our objectives for today. Number 1, define what poetry is. And number 2, identify the different elements of poetry. Yes, you've heard it right. Today, we will be studying poetry and its elements. Poetry is a composition that is arranged in rhythmic pattern which is used to express creative thoughts and feelings through a specified language. Moreover, poetry works differently from other creative writing forms like fiction and drama because it can express thoughts in briefer way and it connotes universal, deeper meaning. Now, I will introduce to you some basic elements of poetry. Poetry has 6 basic elements, namely theme, tone, genre, rhyme and rhyme scheme, line, and meter. In reading poetry, it is very important to comprehend its meaning and to uncover the possible emotions it encompasses. The first element in poetry is theme. Theme is the summarized statement which contains the meaning of the poem. Moreover, theme can also be the message of the poem. Themes can be wonders and amazement, life and existence, isolation, self-discovery, and spirituality. Tone, on the other hand, describes the attitude or the mode of the poem which affects the reader's response to the poetry. Some poems may have hilarious, joyful, alert, lively, intriguing, gloomy, broken, or sad tone. Now, let us move on to rhyme and rhyme scheme. Notice that whenever you recite or read a poem, there is a melody which makes the piece more pleasurable to hear and it adds up rhetoric value. These that link melody and poem have something to do with rhyme and rhyme scheme. Rhyme refers to the repetition of similar sounding words that usually appears at the end of the lines of the poem, which brings rhythm or musicality to the poems. There are 3 types of rhymes: true rhyme, internal rhyme, and slant rhyme. True rhyme occurs when the words sound same syllables at the end of the lines of the poetry. The following is an example of true rhyme from the excerpt of A Dream Within a Dream by Edgar Allan Poe. Yet if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? Notice that the highlighted words are rhyme: away, day, none, and gone. The next one is internal rhyme. Internal rhyme, unlike the true rhyme, happens when 2 words within the line of poetry have rhyming sounds. The following is an example of internal rhyme from the excerpt of The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Look at the words dreary and weary. Both words happen to appear within a line. So, the pair words are an example of internal rhyme. In addition, napping and tapping has the same explanation. The last one is slant rhyme. It is a type of rhyme where words sound similar but do not rhyme exactly. The following is an example of slant rhyme from the excerpt of Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. The following pair of words, heard, bird, and storm, warm, are slant rhymes, since they are different words but sounds alike. Now, let us discuss what a rhyme scheme is. Rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhyme that comes at the end of each line in poetry. Usually, it is represented or indicated by letters. Take this poem of Robert Frost that I will be reading to you, entitled Neither Out Far Nor in Deep. For example, the people along the sand all turn and look one way. They turn their back on the land. They look at the sea all day. As long as it takes to pass, a ship keeps raising its hull. The wetter ground like glass reflects a standing gull. The words that have the same letters are rhyme. If another rhyme appears on the other stanzas, it will take same letter representing the rhyme. So, the rhyming scheme of the first stanza is A, B, A, B. And the second stanza is C, D, C, D. Now, let us move on to the line. Line refers to the line of words in the poetry. When lines are formed in a unit or a group, it is called stanza. This time, I will be showing you a table which shows the forms of stanzas according to the number of poetic lines. 2 lines for couplet. 3 lines for tercet. 4 lines for quatrain. 5 lines for quintain. 6 lines for sestet, 7 lines for septet, and 8 lines for octave. Meter, on the other hand, is the systematic arrangement of syllables or accents in the line of poetry. There are varied metrical patterns. Syllabic meter and free verse are just two of those. Syllabic meter or syllabic verse has a fixed number of syllables in each line, though there may be a varying numbers of stresses. In other words, syllabic meter is determined by the total number of syllables per line, rather than the number of stresses. Free verse, on the other hand, has lines that have irregular number of stresses and syllables. Hooray! What an amazing learning we have for today about poetry and its elements. Now, it's time to know whether you have learned something on the presentation. It's assessment time! Before we start, please get a notebook or a paper and a ball pen for you to answer the questions that I will be asking you. I will read each question twice, so listen carefully. Okay? For the instructions, kindly choose the letter of the best answer. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. Which of the following describes tone as an element of poetry? Again, which of the following describes tone as an element of poetry? A. The author's style of writing. B. The reader's feelings while reading the text. C. The reader's feelings before reading the text. And letter D. The author's attitude or feelings. Are you done? That's right! The answer is letter D. The author's attitude or feelings. Number 2. Which of the following refers to the group of lines that form a division of a poem? I repeat. Which of the following refers to the group of lines that form a division of a poem? A. Meter. B. Rhyme. C. Stanza. And D. Genre. Are you finished? You are awesome! Yes, you are correct. The answer is letter C. Stanza. Number 3. Identify what form of stanza is used in the following excerpt from the poem entitled Tree by Joyce Kilmer. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. I repeat, identify what form of stanza is used in the following excerpt from a poem entitled Tree by Joyce Kilmer. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. A. Sestet. B. Octave. C. Couplet. And letter D. Tercet. I am sure that this item is just easy for you. You are brilliant. The answer is letter A. Sestet. Number 4. It occurs when the words sound same syllables at the end of the lines of the poetry. Again, it occurs when the words sound same syllables at the end of the lines of the poetry. A. Line. B. True rhyme. C. Internal rhyme. And letter D. Slant rhyme. Are you through? You are really incredible. The answer is letter B. True rhyme. Number 5. It is a type of rhyme where words sound similar but do not rhyme exactly. Again, it is a type of rhyme where words sound similar but do not rhyme exactly. A. Rhyme. B. True rhyme. C. Internal rhyme. And letter D. Slant rhyme. Finished? You've got it right. You are genius. The answer is letter D. Slant rhyme. Great job! We are already done with our assessment. It seems that you have really learned a lot from our lesson. Now, let us have a short recap on the things that we have learned. For today's lesson, we have learned about poetry and its elements, which includes theme, tone, rhyme, rhyme scheme, line, and meter. That's it for our lesson for today about poetry and its basic elements. I hope that you have learned a lot and that you will be able to share your learnings to others. This has been your teacher, Teacher Norham Chavez Jalmaani from Mabini National High School, Mabini District, saying, dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama! Bye-bye!
And welcome back here sa TV Eskwela sa pag-aaral sama-sama. And that was Sir Norham C. Jalmaani of Mabini National High School, Mabini District with his topic Creative Writing. Ayan.
And pasalamatan din natin Sir Marquino ang kanyang video editor na si Sir Rebenscar A. Gloria.
And of
sa
course,
pagka-create ng kanyang presentation.
With us here at the studio of TV Eskwela, no less than our TV presenter, Sir Norham Jalmaani. Hello, sir.
Hello, Sir Mark, and hello, Sir Michael. Good afternoon to all of you.
Welcome sa TV Eskwela. No, pero nakulbaan si Sir Kahinay ang iyahang tingog. No? So,
before anything else siguro, sir, you can greet your friends muna para maging relax.
Yes.
Hello to all our online viewers and also to our televiewers, especially to all my students from Mabini National High School. Good afternoon to all of you. Also, I would like to greet my friends and family from Mabini.
Ayan, no? So, full force good ron. No, ang Mabini National High School, inubanan sa inyong Principal Ma'am Chuchi Iog.
Yes, sir.
Non, katanaw gyud yun siguro si Ma'am.
So, the creative writing, sir, is what year level ba yan?
It is for grade 11 students po.
Grade 11.
Grade 11.
Ayan.
In
It's
what
actually
semester?
offered for UMS and GAS students.
Yeah.
So, specialized. Parang
Yes po, specialized subject po siya for humanities and social sciences po.
So sir, nasa senior high school ka talaga, wala ka ng klase sa junior high school?
Yes po, sir. I am actually teaching research subjects in
Wow.
grade 11 and grade 12 po.
So ilang taon ka na sa DepEd, sir?
I am actually around 6 years po in DepEd.
Wow.
So first hiring
Dugay-dugay
ng,
na
ng K-12 na senior high school.
No po,
2016.
sir. I started in DepEd in junior high school and then I transferred in senior high school
Sa
po.
senior high school.
Around 3
Pareho
years.
pala kami from junior
From
high school.
junior high
then
nag-transfer
to
sa
senior high school.
senior high.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yung topic ni sir ngayon is interesting, no? Kasi
Yes.
poetry. Pwera na lang sa mga hindi makata. Pero of course, no, they have to learn all of this when they were og naa sila ani nga mga track ba? Tama ba ko, sir, no?
Yes, sir.
Sa humanities and social sciences
Yes, sir.
and the other one was kana lang ba?
GAS po.
Ah,
General
GAS.
Academic
The
Strand.
general academic strand. So, to ang viewers from mostly are the UMS and GAS students.
Yes, mga senior
But
high
of
school.
course, dili lamang po ni para sa ilahan, no? Para po ni sa mga nagsunod pohon.
Even in English na subject,
naani
in lower,
siya.
In
lower.
literature po, it is
In literature,
actually
yes.
taught in literature
Ah,
subjects.
sa mga English teachers, makarelate po.
Now, just want to clarify lang, sir, because I heard some of the students, they want to read the how do we read that one? Poem, poetry, or
Poem.
poetry?
Actually, sir, if we're going to base this one on the transcription, basing on the International Phonetic Alphabet, it should be read as poetry and poem, not poetry and poem.
Kasi poetry, parang British.
Poetry.
Yes po. Doon na lang po tayo mag-base po sa transcription using the International Phonetic Alphabet po para safe po tayong lahat.
Okay. So, naagin siya ginabasihan,
well
sir.
explained ni sir.
Kasabot
And
mo adto
Sir
nga.
Marky, may mga questions tayo
Yes, of course, no?
And sir, okay lang ba? Tanongin namin yung
yes
mga
po.
questions.
May
na
mga
nabasa.
question good, no?
I
ito.
came all the way here to answer all of those questions.
Yes.
Dungog mo adto.
So,
Huwag na pa'y pangutana,
Kaya
sige.
kayo. Send pa.
Send
Send pa
pa kayo ng
more.
questions. Kulang pa ni Diri.
okay, so the
take
first
it away,
question,
sir.
Sir Marky and Sir Norham, sabi niya, in a nutshell, what is a creative writing?
As the name suggests po, sir, it is a form of writing where the author or the writer uses creative techniques and strategies in presenting the story or the topic. So it could be in a form of novel, poetry, short story, or a song. It is totally different from technical writing, as in technical writing, it is really formal, but in creative writing, we could be informal or we could use different strategies just to awaken the readers to read awaken the interest of our readers to read our what we are writing.
Yeah.
Na-mention ni Sir, no, the technical writing. So, technical writing is applicable on research, right,
Yes.
sir?
Yes, kaya namin kita i-follow. We have to follow all the steps, the processes
It should be formal.
in, and making the research.
So, ayan.
Um,
Meron pa
okay.
ito, Sir Mark.
Yes,
ayan.
on our second question, mamang gini pangutana pirmi sa mga bata. Ngano? No, sir, why do we need to study poetry?
That is a really good question. So, poetry, as we all know, it is a form of art, and humanity survived because of art, right, sir?
Wow.
So it is really important because in poetry we could learn a lot of values, lessons in life, experiences that we could actually use in our daily lives. And also there are a lot of values about friendship, about love, about family that we could learn in poetry, and these things are actually not learned from science alone or mathematics alone. So it creates balance to our humanity.
Siguro nagsimula yung poetry, sir. Maybe ito din sa kadahilanan na sa mga experiences ng tao, no?
Yes.
Nararamdaman ng tao, no? Ano pa? Mga kanyang saloobin, no? Hinanakit, mo na nga mo gawas gid diha, sir. No?
Yes, sir.
Muna nga naagid yung poetry. Magsulat na siguro
So,
ko.
this is a way of expressing no, their feelings towards someone.
Yes, sir, exactly. So aside from learning the experiences of the authors or the poet, we as a writer po, we could also share our or express our emotions and feelings through writing poetry.
See?
Because I watched the videos. May na ano doon, yung tone it refers to the emotions of the authors.
Yes,
Tama ba yun, sir?
emotions and attitude.
Emotions
of the
and
author
attitudes of the
or the
authors in
poet.
writing the poetry.
Of course,
the
no,
poem.
namog sila laing topic siguro sa pagsulat adto ang kuan ang author malipayon, no, nagsubo o depende sa unsa na nga adlaw, sir.
Sir Mark, murag na jud kay plano magsulat.
Yes, magsulat ako. Lugay naman jud ko, sir, pero wala lagi ko kitag bulpin og papel.
Tagaan ta kaon niya, sir.
Tagaan ko ni sir.
Sino ba yung
unya.
mga ano, sir? Who are the famous writer of
Yes,
poetry, a poem?
Actually, we have a lot. Meron tayong
Pero
mga
sa Pilipinas, sir, sino yung
authors.
makilala natin?
I'm not really familiar with Filipino
Poetry.
poets, but in
International arena.
meron tayong Edgar Allan Poe,
Wow.
Robert Frost.
Isa lang nga po ako ninduman si Fernando Po Jr. man to. Po to. Pero action star man good to siya, star.
Yes.
Hindi man to siya writer.
Mobito na mano na to. Edgar Allan Poe.
Tigong sa ka sila ni Grace po, no?
Anyway,
Okay.
so-
Let's move on with our third question,
Yes,
Sir
sir.
Michael.
Sabi dito, Sir Norham, among all the elements of poetry, which one should I consider the most when writing a poem?
Wow. Na.
So actually, I could not really pinpoint one specific element, as these elements are actually the foundations of poetry. But if you really force me to answer that question, I think and I believe the one that we should consider the most is theme, because it actually determine our the message of our poem.
Okay. Ayan.
Some poem, they want ano ba yung tawag dun sa uso ngayon, yung like nabanggit kanina, Sir Mark, yung rhyme. Sa Pilipino ngayon merong mga rhyme na rin na parang nagsasalita pero may rhyme. Diba?
Spoken poetry.
Yes, that is the spoken poetry.
Napanay isa ka ng kuan, sir, ka na sa kuan ngayon istoryahan. Flip top. Na po na sila yung rhyme.
So yung mga bagong generation ngayon,
ng gawas ron.
Poetry and then flip top, mga ganon. Pero at least still the poetry, we try to back the memory, no? Kay normally hindi naman ginagamit minsan sa mga Pinoy, pero this time like mga flip top, mga spoken poetry, parang na-flashback. Yung culture.
Nibalik maguta sa unang panahon, sir, nga dili na kay ta hilig magbasa. Dito na kita sa makita nato ba. Visual na gid pud balik ta karon.
Yes.
Unlike in abot ta sa era nga puro printed ang atong ginabasa. Mo na nga nang gawas ni sila. Nga mga
Matanong lang, sir. What is your favorite poem?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really honored to be asked with that question.
Yes, parang
I want to share I want to
Oh.
share my favorite poem. Actually, my favorite poem is Desiderata by Max Ehrmann.
Ikaw, sir, what's your favorite poem?
No Man is an Island by John Donne.
Okay, ug ako, sir, kay kuan, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost.
Wow.
Og matanong ka nga ganahan lang ko.
Bitaw, nga naman, sir.
Ganahan lang gani ko, sir.
Ganahan lang ka. Pero kay sir, atong i-focus.
yes, ikaw, sir.
Anong ganahan ka to, sir?
So why I like Desiderata? I think in Desiderata, we can learn a lot of lessons and values in life. One of which is to avoid being jealous with other people. So it is said in the poem that we should not compare ourselves with other people for us to be truly happy. As we all know, human beings have different strengths and weaknesses, and who knows that our strength might be the weaknesses of other people, and our weaknesses could be their strength also. Another important value that I really like the most from this poem is to avoid toxic people, to avoid loud and aggressive people, because in the poem it is said that you could be truly happy if you avoid this kind of people, because these people are vexations to our soul.
Sir, pwede mo mabanggit a few lines from Desiderata?
Go placidly amidst the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. That is the first two lines from Desiderata.
Mo gina ko ganahan.
Change na lang kung favorite.
Actually nakabasam ko na, sir, nakalimot lang gid ko. Pero The Road Not Taken gid akong gusto.
But that is
Kaya gusto mo
really
ko na
true,
sa kuanon, sir.
Do not
I-take na nga
compare
road.
yourself to other people.
Yes,
Avoid
sir.
jealousy talaga.
Yes.
You want to become a happy person, then do not compare yourself to other person. No, just do what is best, what you think is best, and what is best for you. Then go on. Hayaan mo na sila.
Yes.
No?
And of course, there's no point of comparison because each of us here on earth is a unique individual.
Yes.
Diba?
That's true.
Tama gyud. Okay.
So I
Mo tagpangutana sir daghan nag-pop up pero sa untaman nga naman tay nagsunod nga presenter pod no.
Nagdagan
Oh.
ni sila sir.
Oh, nag ang tibuok Gabi gyud ani nag-abang gyud. Nagpa-live streaming gyud ang ilahang kuan dito kapitan.
Anyway,
Well,
so congratulations sir.
Sir, congratulations.
Sir
Uh,
Michael and Sir
Yes.
Mark.
At this juncture, sir, masig na kay gusto pasalamatan, na kay gusto i-mention nga ani suporta sa imong journey dinhi sa TV Eskwela.
Yes, sir. Actually, I brought
Yes, kana gid
Wow,
sir.
kana-
Wa gyud ay maayo
Ano,
sir.
mao gyud na.
Kay wa gyud malimtan og mahiubos ang nga pikas nga bil. Go ahead, sir.
I would like to greet our school's division superintendent, Ma'am Euphemia Gamutin. Also to our assistant schools division superintendent, Sir Ronel Handayan. I would also like to greet Dr. Dexter Sekenya and also to all the TVBI production team. So maraming salamat for accommodating me. And also, I would like to thank our education program supervisor in English, Dr. Hilda Openya, our public schools district supervisor, Ma'am Renee Habines Peñarroyo in Mabini District. Also, our school principal 3, Ma'am Chuchi Yog, and our assistant school principal 2, Sir Freddy Inuyad from Mabini National High School. I would also like to greet all my co-teachers in Mabini National High School and of course to all of my students. And of course to my family and close friends in Bibing, Liloy, Ati Lablab, Ati In, Alcris, and Daenerys. Hello and a wonderful day to all of you.
Yan. So, na-mention na
kompleto na
dito,
dito, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pasig na yung
Kompleto na.
makalimutan mo na yung mga
Tanog mahibos,
mabil
sir.
naman.
Ayan.
Anyway, so,
sir,
Thank
of
you, sir,
course.
no, for your presentation. And this time, we will be having another presentation of Sir Sherwin A. Galimba from Gabi National High School, Compostela West District. Ito yung inaabangan nila with this topic and in the subject, Introduction to World Religion and Belief System. This is for grade 12 and the topic is the dynamics of geography, culture, and religion. So,
Davao de Oro.
Davao de Oro.
Let's all watch this.
Good day, students. I am teacher Sherwin Ancheta Galimba of Gabi National High School, Compostela West District, Division of Davao de Oro. For the subject, Introduction to World Religion and Belief System. Let us discover the dynamics of geography, culture, and religion. In this lesson, you will be able to first distinguish the relationship of the given concepts above. Second, appreciate the interplay of these concepts all throughout human history. Third, observe the continuous influences brought by these concepts in every facet of our life. I would like you to prepare your pen and a piece of paper. Let us answer the activity What I Know. Instructions. Choose the letter that corresponds to your answer and write it in the space provided. Number 1. Various religions flourished all over the world, carrying with them their religious traditions and practices. One of those practices is worshiping their God. What is the term for a particular space where they communicate or pray to their God of gods? I repeat, various religions flourish all over the world, carrying with them their religious traditions and practices. One of those practices is worshiping their God. What is the term for a particular space where they communicate or pray their God of gods? A. Sacred place. B. Sacred images. C. Holy altar. Letter D. Sacred symbols. If you answer letter D, you are correct. Sacred symbols. Number 2. Its concern is a land and people. Its features are things like continents, seas, rivers, and mountains. It is the fertile ground for the proliferation of religion. It refers to what term? I repeat, its concern is land and people. Its features are things like continents, seas, rivers, and mountains. It is the fertile ground for the proliferation of religion. It refers to what term? A. Culture. B. Geography. C. Religion. D. Landscape. Did you answer D? Brilliant! Landscape is the correct answer. Number 3. Whose belief is this? Religion is philosophy, and philosophy is religion. I repeat, whose belief is this? Religion is philosophy, and philosophy is religion. A. Western belief. B. Southern belief. C. Eastern belief. D. Northern belief. If you answer Southern belief, you are correct. Number 4. Each particular religion has particular places where believers go and pray to their God. What particular religion that considers temples as its places of worship? I repeat, each particular religion has particular places where believers go and pray to their God. What particular religion that considers temples as its place of worship? A. Judaism. B. Christianity. C. Hinduism. D. Islam. The correct answer is letter D. Islam. Number 5. There is a special relationship between religion and geography. Religion needs the other in order to develop. What is the term appropriate for this kind of relationship? I repeat, there is a special relationship between religion and geography. Religion needs the other in order to develop. What is the term appropriate for this kind of relationship? Letter A. Religious geography. Letter B. Religious anthropology. Letter C. Cultural geography. Letter D. All of the above. If your answer is C, you got it right. Cultural geography. This time, let us talk about historical background of world religion. The differences in belief is the most common method to classify religions. The two classifications are universal religions and ethnic religions. Universal religions are Christianity, Islam, and some forms of Buddhism. Ethnic religions include Judaism, Shintoism, Hinduism, Confucianism, and Taoism. The main difference between the two is that the universal religions seek converts, while the ethnic religions are identified with a particular ethnic group and do not necessarily look for converts. Dominant religions have emerged and are staying in particular areas because of history, culture, people, and geography. Tracing back to the ancient men, we learned that they have already established their spiritual beliefs as manifested in their arts and rituals. It was, however, in the 2000 before Common Era where the establishment of world religions was first recorded. Below is a comprehensive timeline of the significant dates in the history of religions around the world. Patriarch Abraham played a major role in the establishment of the three monotheistic religions, namely Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. These three major religions are also called as Abrahamic religions. Hinduism is the foundation of Indian religions that led to the birth of other polytheistic religions. The Chinese civilization is also one of the oldest civilizations, and where the teachings of Confucius is still the dominant belief system. Shintoism, on the other hand, is localized in Japan, which is attributed to Japanese patriotism. Geography of faith. Geographical locations, along with their natural landforms, contribute to the formation and dominance of religions in a certain region. In West Asia, the three great religions were born: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Domestic politics among nation-states in West Asia resulted in civil wars and conflicts resulting in division and discrimination of religions. Hence, majority of the Jews today remain in Israel, and the Arabian Peninsula remain dominated by Islamic religions. Because of its geographical location, being directly south of Eastern Europe and its mountainous topography, West Asia's religions were able to evolve and expand. The historical holy mountains are located here, namely Mount Ararat, Mount Sinai, Mount Zion, and Mount Tabor, all of which have significant meanings in the Judeo-Christian tradition. The ecological setting of the Indian subcontinent is evident in their people's religious beliefs. Hindus revere to the sun, Surya, and fire, Agni, as well as the god of water, Varuna. The Ganges River, is the holiest river for the Hindus. Buddhism is not widely held in India, but Buddhism originated here together with three other main religions: Hinduism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Buddhism flourished more in India's neighboring countries located in South Asia, East Asia, and Southeast Asia. This time, I would like you to prepare your pen and a piece of paper. Let us have an assessment of what you know. Direction. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer in your notebook. Number 1. Who is the founder of Buddhism? I repeat, who is the founder of Buddhism? A. Confucius. B. Abraham. C. Buddha. D. Lao Tse. A. Confucius. B. Abraham. C. Buddha. D. Lao Tse. If you answer Buddha, you got it right. Number 2, the following are universal religions, except one. I repeat, the following are universal religions, except one. A. Christianity. B. Islam. C. Buddhism. D. Judaism. If you answer letter D, you are correct. Judaism. Number 3. Confucianism originated in which country? I repeat, Confucianism originated in which country? A. India. B. China. C. Indonesia. D. Japan. If you answer China, you got it right. 4. Time of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. I repeat, time of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. A. 2000 BCE. B. 200 BCE. C. 2-4 BCE - 32 CE. D. 100 CE. If you answer 2-4 BCE - 32 CE, you are right. Number 5. This Abrahamic religion is the second largest with the main teachings, called as the 5 pillars: profession of faith, prayer, alms, fasting, and pilgrimage. What is the religion called? I repeat, this Abrahamic religion is the second largest with the main teachings, called as the 5 pillars: profession of faith, prayer, alms, fasting, and pilgrimage. What is this religion called? A. Islam. B. Hinduism. C. Christianity. D. Judaism. If you answer A. Islam, you are correct. Congratulations! You got a perfect score. An indicator of the responsible use of your freedom in listening to the discussion. To learn more, please answer the other activities in your module. Once again, I am teacher Sherwin Ancheta Galimba of Gabi National High School, Compostela, West District, Division of Davao de Oro, saying, dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama. Bye-bye!
And we're back to TV Eskwela sa pag-aaral.
Sama-sama.
Ayan, and that's Sir Sherwin A. Galimba from Gabi National High School, Compostela, West District. And in the title of the subject, Introduction to World Religion and Belief System. And the topic was the dynamics of geography, culture, and religion. And we would like also to thank Sir Marlon Suaso for the editing of the video presentation.
Yes po.
So, congratulations to both of you. And right now,
we have Sir Sherwin.
we have Sir Sherwin.
Yes, sir. Good
Galimba. Hello,
afternoon.
sir.
Good afternoon, Sir Jason and Sir Eric. Good afternoon.
You know what, Sir Jason? Sir Sherwin is one of a friend and a kachad in a Boy Scout. So, a Woodbadger din si Sir. So, sabay kami nag-graduate ng Woodbuds. And speaking of sir indeed, naangkop talaga si Sir sa topic niya ngayon because he is a graduate of philosophy, AB philosophy, and a theology.
Yung
so, in short,
theology.
siya yung mga tinatawag nating mga X-Men.
Mga X-Men.
Mga ex-seminarian.
Ayun. And the topic was very interesting,
Yes.
sir, di ba? Because we're talking about particularly on religion.
Yes.
And as we all know that religion is, although sometimes it will be a sensitive topic kasi yun, si sir nang bahala mamaya. But then, napakalawak nito na usapin.
Pero to ease the muna siguro, sir, we ask muna to greet muna.
Kindly greet those people for watching right now, sir. Mga kailan na to.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to Ma'am Euphemia T. Gamutin, Schools Division Superintendent of Davao de Oro. And also to Sir Dr. Romel D. Handayan, Assistant School Division Superintendent. And to our Chief of SGOD, Dr. Ruben J. Riponte. And to our Chief CID, Dr. Arlene Lim. And also to our production team, Dr. Dexter A. Sikinya. Thank you so much, sir. And also to our DCP for West District in Compostela, Dr. Maruja B. Belisario, R. Belisario, and Sir Ray P. Antonio in East District. And also to our school principal of Gabi National High School, Dr. Romualdo G. Valdez. Sir Dudes, salamat kayo. And to the assistant school principal of Senior High School, Sir Ronald A. Dirano. Mayong hapon ninyo diha, sir. And also to non-teaching and teaching staff of Gabi National High School, both senior and high school department. And also to students of Gabi National High School who are watching today.
Yes.
And also who can take the review. Kung hindi sila makakita sa live ngayon,
They can have it in our YouTube channel, which is
DDOTV Eskwela.
Okay. And also to our barangay captain, Norbert Lihano of Barangay Gabi. And to my wife also.
Kayo dyan na-claim to, sir.
She's also a nurse, no? From Department of Education. Magdalena Basti Galimba.
Hello,
She's watching now in our home. Oh. And also, Ma'am Maria Vertosio. Ma'am, mayong hapon. And to my parents, Alfredo Galimba and
Divina Ancheta Galimba in Tagum City. They are watching today. Okay, ako mga ginikanan. And also to my cousins in Tarlac City and Lawag City. Nanonood din sila ngayong hapon, no? Mga pamangkin ko doon. And also to the Religious Institute Foundation, Ignatian Institute Religious Education, AREF, Ma'am Janet, and also Sir Lunart Failuga. Sila po ni ang nasa sa DXGen 89.9 Spirit FM. Kada Huwebes ilang program, Light Talk, Light Walk. They share a lot of young people. And Sir Cesar Bilunes. Unya na po ang uban na to i-greet.
Sige, sir. Kay mo.
Nangandam ka sa sir.
Grabe yun, pangandaman yun kayo.
Wala
Sir Jason. Yes.
Okay, balik tayo sa topic ni Sir Michael. There are questions, sir, na pwede natin.
There are questions, pero before that question siguro, sir, let us ask muna, Sir Sherwin, ano ba talaga, sir, yung status mo? A teacher in senior high school or both senior high school and junior high school?
I am a teacher in senior high school, sir. I'm teaching philosophy, introduction to philosophy, and introduction to world religion and belief system.
Ayun.
I asked that one.
Years na po.
Ayun, napakahirap
for 5
naman.
years. Ayan.
Na po.
Kasi kadalasan, Sir Jason, no, yung mga ex-seminarians, sila yung mga teacher natin sa values education. 'Di ba? So right now in senior high school, ito naman buti, no, mayroon talagang subject na religion.
And they're expert to this particular subject kasi pinag-aralan nila ng matagal o mahabang panahon.
Lalo na si Sir, graduate nga siya ng philosophy at saka graduate pa siya ng theology. Kumbaga, kumbaga sa atin ba, doctor na rin siya. Meron siyang doctorate on that part. Siguro pari talaga si Sir, papunta doon. Anyway, so may mga tanong tayo, sir. Okay lang ba? So may mga naglabasan na tanong and may nabanggit kasi kanina with the topic kanina sa presentation na Abraham, no? So what is the role of Abraham in the formation of religions all over the world? To ay tinanong ng isang estudyante, sir. What is the role of Abraham in the formation of religions all over the world?
Okay, thank you for the questions of our students. The role of Patriarch Abraham played a major role of in the formation of three monotheistic religion. One is the Judaism, and the second is Christianity, and the third one is Islam. That's major rule of this religion because Abraham is the father of faith.
Ayun pala.
Father
Pag sinasabi nating mono, ano yun, sir?
Monotheism.
Monotheism, it means that
they believe in one God.
One God. Not unlike the Romans and the Greeks, right? Na marami yung
polytheists. Okay? So there are monotheists, there are polytheists, and there are also people who does not believe in God. Ang tawag doon, atheists. Okay, so ayan.
Speaking of those three major religions, sir, kasi nga may iba-ibang pangalan, no? Or how do we see God in those three major religions, sir?
Okay, sir.
Yung deity ba tawag doon? The name of their God?
In Judaism, they call their God as Elohim or Yahweh. In Christian, they call their God as God. But for Islam, they call their God as Allah.
Okay po. Then, how about what do they call the place or sacred place po?
The sacred place that they are called for Judaism, they call the prayer room as synagogue. And the Christianity, they call as one, sir, as church, chapel, or the cathedral. And for Islam, they called as one as a mosque.
Ito, Sir Jason, yung pinaka-common. How about the Holy Book? Ano yung mga, kasi 'di ba may mga katawagan in different religions. Ano ba yung mga katawagan nila, sir?
Yung tawag po nila sa Judaism, yung Holy Book, tinatawag nila na Torah. Torah in the Old Testament. And for the Christianity, they call that one as also Bible. And for the Islam, they call that one as Quran.
Ayun. And
Okay.
mayroon pa, sir.
Yes, sir.
I guess there is that law that we are in each of that religion, mayroong law na sinusunod. What do
Murang
we call
religious
them?
law.
Religious
parang
law.
ganon.
Yes, sir. We have also a religious law of Judaism. They call that one as a halakha.
Halakha.
Halakha. Okay. And for the Christianity, they call that one as canon law.
Canon law.
And for Islam, they call that one as shaira.
Shaira. Yun pala, no? Ang dami palang
Mga term, no? Different religions had different
Sharia. No? Sharia.
terms, no? Different religions
So,
have
matanong
different
natin matanong natin si sir regarding sa kumbaga kaimportansya ng religion. How vital is religion sa life ng isang tao?
A religion is vital to humanity because that serves as our guide in our daily life, particularly to our learners. No, we have to believe our own God, which we can help us to guide our simple living.
Yun naman.
So,
We believe that we have creator.
Yes.
No mo yun. And the source of all wisdom, knowledge, and the source of life. Yun.
Speaking of religion kanina, sir, no, nabanggit kanina yung mga sa Islam. In this coming Thursday,
Yes,
we will
Thursday.
celebrate, no?
Yes.
One
Ano yung
of
celebration
the feast of
Feast
sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
For Islam. And
Yes, sir.
Eid al-Fitr.
Fitir.
Okay. So, maraming tayong mga feast, no? In Islam, in Christianity, and Hinduism. So, may mga ganyan na mga feast.
Yeah, it is celebration.
Parang,
a commemoration.
Yes.
Kumbaga, it is a celebration also of how the God touches lives, or it is a commemoration of acknowledging the presence of God
Yes.
sa
Also,
buhay ng mga
Thanksgiving,
tao. Thanksgiving,
no?
of course.
okay. So, yan. Sir, matanong lang. When you taught religion in senior high school, ano ba yung mga ma-encounter mo na mga reaction ng mga bata? Because there are a lot of different religion. I think there are
Churches,
different groups of religions there in a section. So, how do you taught them?
We taught our students to take a universal God so that they can share also their own beliefs.
Yun ang importante, no? As
Because
long as
every
we believe that
religions
we
have
one
different
God.
parang values, no? Same siguro na values, pero yung ano lang ba, yung pagka ano bang tawag doon, yung pagkadala, pagkagamit, or how they live, no? On that values, because
Yes.
like Islam, meron din silang
Way of
parang
living.
way of living, different way of living, pero we respect them.
Yes.
Christianity, meron din silang way of living, mga ano nila, yung mga ang dami natin, no, yung sa ano ba yun, November 1 and November 2, meron ding mga ganon. Then yung April sa summer na time, meron ding yung ang tawag ba doon, sir? Yung pagkamatay daw ni God.
Lenten season.
Lenten season.
Yeah.
Okay. So may ganon. And I think Hinduism meron din sila.
Meron.
So,
In India.
Yun,
ayan,
kahit
universal
magkaiba,
approach
as long as
talaga.
we respect one another, our beliefs, we respect one another, okay lang yon. So that is the most important thing. Sensitive kasi yung topic na religion, no?
Yes, sir.
Pagdating sa
Very sensitive.
sa klase. So dapat maging careful tayo as teacher. So doon tayo sa sinasabi nga ni Sir Universal. So,
And we
yun.
are asking all the students, no, and learners to respect one another regardless of their religion, no?
Yes,
Kay
tama yan.
pare-pareho lang naman tayo, no?
Para tayong may
tayo.
pinaniniwalaan.
May pinaniniwalaan. Okay? And that belief na to, mao po na yung murag nag-guide, no? To become a whole a unique person, a wonderful person, a
Yes.
wonderful being, no?
Yes,
Kay mao
that
man
is
gyud
right.
atong ginakuan, especially mayong tanga after this one, I'll do a good thing so that I can go to heaven.
Yes.
'Di ba? Sa mga ganon.
Yun naman, lahat naman that is universally, yun yung may katotohanan talaga. Naggagawa ka ng mabuti so that later on, no, after life, yun din, maganda din yung mapupuntahan mo.
So, ayan.
Okay. And what is good in religion is it is also shaping our culture and traditions. Oh, yun yung pinakamagandang.
May mga nabanggit kanina,
Culture.
ethnical religion, yun tama ba sir? Universal and ethnical religion. So, ano yung pagkakaiba ba doon sir? Yung universal religion at ethnical religion?
Yung universal religion, yung sinabi natin kanina, yung sa ating presentation, they only believe in one God. Then yung ethnic religion, they base also in the culture and traditions.
So, ayan.
Yun, mas klaro. So,
Sir, no?
I know that this particular topic is very deep, no? So, malawak ito. But then, importante doon is that we know that we have God. Ano, yun. At paniwalaan natin yon. And yun, we respect one another's belief. Yun ang importante dito.
And we would like to thank Sir Rino for sharing his idea and learning and insight with regards sa ato ang topic karon. And I know our learners watching on the television, on the YouTube at Facebook, so they learned a lot.
Yes naman po.
They learned a lot. So ayan, Sir, thank you po.
Thank you sa oras na binigyan nyo sa amin. And I know, sinabi ni Sir kanina na mamaya na yung iba pasalamatan. Sir, continue na magpasalamat sa mga taong nanonood ngayon.
Ni-ready ko to talaga, no,
Yes.
para walang makalimutan.
Yes,
No?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Go on,
to
sir.
my classmate, Father J. Ramos of Merinol High School of Katiil. He's watching there. And also Father Pedrito Mapayo of Manay, Davao Oriental. And also my former rector, Father Boyet de los Reyes of Merinol High School of Panabu. And also Sister Jane Ann Abali of CB Sisters of Matina Aplaya. And to my batchmates in Queen of Apostles College Seminary, Pilgrims Class Batch 2006. And also DepEd Kabskis, headed by Dr. Warlito E. Hua. Sir, mayong hapon. Nahanag yung ko diri sa amuang TV sa Davao de Oro. And lastly, to my new friend, no, Ma'am Evelyn Galvez, who is watching also to their daughters, grade 11 and 12.
Ayun.
So, ayan.
So, thank you so much, Sir Sherwin,
Thank you
sa
so much,
pag-share
sir.
ng oras po. And magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang patalastas.
Tuloy po tayo sa Bida Barangay.
Hello mga ka-partner! Protektahan ng ating loved ones. Alam nyo ba na maraming critical cases ng COVID-19 ay may NCDs o non-communicable diseases tulad ng hypertension, asthma, diabetes at kidney disease. Kaya kailangan natin ng healthy lifestyle para mapigilan ang pag-develop nito. Kumain tayo ng masustansyang pagkain at magkaroon ng balanced diet. Iwas bisyo na rin. Dagdagan natin ang physical activities para lahat tayo masigla. Love your life para ligtas tayo sa kontrabida.
Ang nagkakaisang barangay, ligtas at healthy ang buhay. Bida Solusyon Plus, laban sa COVID-19.
And welcome back to TV Eskwela
sa pag-aaral sama-sama. Ayan, nahuman na gid ang atong upat ka presenter, no? So, taas-taas gyud o puno gyud sa
Gikan sa math,
pagtulunan.
no? Down
From
sa
math to patterns
yung
of
philosophy. Oo.
Reading and writing, and then
yung
yung-
patterns of
yung-
written text.
Yes.
Yun.
Poetry
Diba?
and
poetry, yung elements of
Poetry and poem.
yung poetry, yun.
Then
At saka
this
yung
one,
last,
the religion.
about religion,
So,
geography.
puno gyud og pagtulunan karon ang atong mga
Oo
estudyante.
nga.
Ilabi na gyud sa senior high school.
Senior high school.
No, so sila gyud ang ato ang focus sa ato ang lesson presentation karong hapuna. No, so I hope nga og unsa ang ato ang na-discuss, no, karong hapuna inyuhang puy-an og inyuhang gamiton sa inyong adlaw-adlaw
Yes, that
nga,
is right, Sir Marky.
tawag ani gimbuhaton din niya sa inyong tagsa-tagsa ka panimalay.
And would like to remind our students, yung sa mga hindi nakaka-catch up sa ating lesson this afternoon, we have our YouTube channel which is DDOTV Eskwela. Punta lang kayo doon. Naka-folder yon by grade level at saka yung subject niya.
By subject.
Nakikita doon yung mga lessons, mga
Okay,
lesson
they can also
presentations.
type the title of the topic.
Yes.
Lalabas
Para
din yan.
mas matutunan nila yung mga ibang topic doon, lesson doon.
If you have queries and questions, you can directly message or text your subject teachers or advisors. Basig na amo yung mga wala nasabtan sa lesson presentations karong hapuna.
Yes.
And then,
So,
siguro, it's time to have a shout out muna
Yes,
sir,
yes,
no?
sir.
Kaya nga murag daghan kay nagtan-aw sa tua.
Okay,
Yes,
So
sir.
from
sir.
Gabi National High School, from Compostela National High School, from Attorney Orlando S. Remando National High School, from Nabunturan National High School.
ayan, so
Yun, mga
ubay-ubay
estudyante natin na nakaantabay talaga sa ating programa.
Oh, yes.
Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsuporta.
So niining bahina, no? So magpasalamat na pud kita tagsa-tagsa sa ato ang mga dapat pasalamatan karong hapuna. So mauna ka Sir Michael.
Yes, first of all, I would like to to thanks to one of best supporter in life, my wife. So
Hello Ma'am Sheila. We miss you here.
So, laban lang.
Laban lang tayo daw.
Laban lang talaga. And also, with my parent, Ma'am Nida, Sir Papa Lamoste, Eberhisto, and Ma'am Malina. And also, my PSDS in Macot North, Sir Noel B. Canales, and our principal, OIC Principal, Ma'am Jocelyn De La Cuesta, and all the teachers in Attorney Orlando S. Remando National High School, from Senior High School Department to Junior High School Department. So, especially sa amo ang mga matters dyan. So, thank you po sa inyong mga support, and God bless po sa lahat.
Okay.
Sir Marky?
Of course, I would like to thank our school principal of Nabunturan National Comprehensive High School, Dr. Maria B. Vertusio, to our school principal 1 of the senior high school, Dato Edgardo B. Masambo, to all department heads and teachers of Nabunturan National Comprehensive High School, and of course to my MAPI department family headed by our department head Ma'am Manuelita Madrid, and to all on-site teachers this afternoon. Mayong hapon ug mayong pagtan-aw din ha. And of course, I'd like to greet my friend at Assumption Academy of Mawab na nag-celebrate sa iyang birthday last Saturday in the person of Sir Ronel Torico. Sir, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Ayan.
Sir Ronel.
Ayun, ako na naman, magpapasalamat ako sa aking butihing principal, Ma'am Ging Matis. Ma'am, good afternoon, and to all the teachers of Mapao National High School. Also, salamat po kay Sir Mario Ulysses Sombrero, ang aming DCP ng Maragusan East District. Ayan po. And all the students from Maragusan District and all the parents, teachers, good afternoon and thank you for watching sa ating TV Eskwela.
Ayan. So,
We would like also to thanks our superintendent.
Yes, of course, Ma'am Euphemia Gamutin.
And our assistant superintendent, Sir
Sir
Romel
Mel,
and Diane.
all the
education program supervisors,
and also our production team of
sa TV
TVI,
Eskwela.
Led by our production manager, Sir Dexter A. Sicania.
Yes,
Hello po,
and
sir. Thank you po.
our social media team, our
Anchors.
video editors, anchors, and our audio technicians. Thank you so much na sa pagserbisyo at walang humpay na
Yes, no?
pagbibigay
Kada adlaw
ng
yun.
oras at panahon para sa
Yes.
ating TV presentations.
Yes.
And thank you na rin sa lahat ng mga presenters and content developers
natin. Ayun.
Ayan. So, at ang hinausab ang lain nga episode, ugma no dinhi sa TV Eskwela DepEd Davao de Oro sa oras nga 1:00 hangtod 4:00 sa hapon. This has been your host for this afternoon, Mark Anthony Cuyos of Nabunturan National Comprehensive High School.
And I am Michael Eric Eldandan from Attorney Orlando S. Remando National High School.
And I am Sir Jason Pukita from Mapao National High School saying,
Dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama. Bye-bye!
Davao de Oro TV Eskwela would like to thank the following stakeholders: Provincial Government of Davao de Oro, headed by Governor J.V. Tyrone L. Uy, Vice Governor Maria Carmen S. Zamora, 1st District Representative Manuel E. Zamora, 2nd District Representative Ruel Peter S. Gonzaga, Servicio Oro Mismo, SOM Program Director Fe Maestre, SOM Executive Producer Alfonso June Tabas, SOM Technical Director Charleston L. Arcales, SOM Program Coordinator Ray M. Antibo, Lead Cameraman Brian B. Jimenez, and the Bunturan Cable TV Network, Mr. Jinal B. Uy.
Davao de Oro TV Eskwela would like to thank the Division of Davao de Oro headed by Schools Division Superintendent Euphemia T. Gamutin, CESO 5, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Romel R. Handayan, CID Chief Karina S. Frasco, SGOD Chief Dr. Ruben J. Reponte, Education Program Supervisors Dr. Hilda A. Upenya, Dr. Eldecris Calzadora, Cecilia C. Morales, Vergelito S. Pobresis, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Nohara O. Pinote, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Arlene B. Lim, and Juanito M. Lapiceros.